Little girl, stop hitting the seat. Stop hitting the seat.
Nah, 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 I'm still hitting it.
Alright, I ain't gonna tell you no more. I bet you ain't gonna hit this seat no more.
Hello everyone and welcome to The People's Voice. My name is Brandy Stewart and I'm your host here. For those of you who don't know what happens, we take questions from people around the world and we relate their question to psychology. So, after hundreds of videos, we have taken a question from Ms. Mary Lathers of Baton Rouge. Here's what she had to say.
Hello, people, boss. I like to know, why do you have to whoop kids or take something from them in order for them to act right?
So now, let's meet our panel. We have the old school side versus the new school side. Old school?
Hi, I'm Letitia. I'm a parent and I'm a nurse.
My name is Gina Johnson. I am a juvenile correctional center officer.
I'm Bill, Bill Bradley. I'm a parent and I'm an entrepreneur.
I'm Kevin Kelly and I'm a psychiatrist.
I'm Chastity Elwin and I'm a preschool teacher.
My name is Huntington Craig and I am a behavioral health doctor.
All right, so we'll take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
Do you know someone who has been unfaithful to their spouse? So, pick up the phone and call 1-866-99-MORE to tell me what you think.
And we're back. Our psychologists have related this behavior to learning. Learning is an enduring change in behavior resulting from experience. Now, what I have saw is that there are three types of learning. There's associative, which is a relationship between two pieces of information. Observational, which is basically a child watching how others behave around them. And non-associative, which is a stimulus like sound or external verb. So, let's get this conversation started.
Well, personally, in my opinion, spanking your kids is a good idea.
Well, I've seen many of the children who come into the correctional office, they don't want to be thrown in jail. So from experience, their experience in the correctional place, they have changed and have come to a conclusion that this is not the place that they want to be. So from experience, it helps
Change behavior.
Yeah.
Most definitely, most definitely.
Well, I ain't a specialist, but I know when I was young, good butt whooping made me think twice about doing stuff. So I feel like whooping my kids would do the same thing for them. Period.
So basically, you mean to tell me if I don't like my child's behavior or something, I have to spank them?
So basically, we're not saying that. Basically, all that we're saying is if your child does something that's out of line, it's going to affect them in the future, yeah, you should get them in a place where
Yeah, they learn from them.
Audience, you agree?
Yeah, they learn from them mistakes.
Yep.
Well, when I was growing up, I never had a whooping a day in my life, and look why it turned out to be. It's not all about spanking
You a
the
special
kid.
case.
And
Even the audience had to laugh at that, huh?
Okay, so basically, you mean to tell me if a 200-pound man beat his 30-pound child, that's abuse, basically.
No, that's not.
Oh, no, ma'am. I mean, I don't think what Mr. Bradley is doing is telling his son get down on the line and he's tackling him head on. I don't think he's doing that, ma'am. But, you know, this is always going to be a heated
It's
discussion.
too big to be whooping a small kid. You can break a bone or
no,
something.
you don't
it's not too
not
big.
treat your
It's
child
not
like
big.
that. Just because you get a whooping does not mean that you're causing physical.
Okay, so y'all think
Yeah, you
whooping
don't
a
have to.
child is gonna make a child listen? They gonna still do
Yes,
it.
because they
don't
feel
want
the consequence
Yeah.
again.
Only thing you gotta do is pap them up 2 good times and they gonna listen. Like,
They gonna still do the same.
Still
no, they
do the
not.
same thing.
You let them know. Don't do it
No.
no more. You gotta put them in their
That's
place
the
where they
reason
know.
for the whooping, because it shows them this is what happens when you do this type of thing. The consequence for what happens, for what you're doing, for your actions.
And they gonna
But you don't
stop.
have to beat them though.
You don't-
You don't technically have to beat them, but you can spank them up 2 good times.
You can just pop them on the wrist. Or
But you don't have to
something.
do
You have to
it
be
like
physically
some
up
people
there.
they do it.
All right,
They
panel,
should-
all right, settle down.
It's the same thing.
All the same thing.
Okay,
Okay.
so this is always going to be a heated discussion. I know from my personal experience, my parents, they laid down the rod on me. And it worked out very well. And I also use it on my children today.
All right, so I don't see nothing wrong with your children, but whooping them in public, that's a different story. they my children. I had them.
That's
Well,
fine.
You got that right. You got that right.
All right, audience, I don't think we'll ever